Hello my friends and welcome to another writing vlog. So, fun fact before we get into it, this is future me coming in, talking and doing this intro for this video because I started this video and I deleted a bunch of the footage and I didn't mean to, I didn't do it on purpose, but I lost all the footage from like the beginning half of the video. Not half, it wasn't that long, but so we're gonna just do a little recap and now we're gonna just go back to where we were. So it's gonna kind of throw you in the middle of the vlog. Basically, I was just talking about how I've been brainstorming a lot for this story and preparing and plotting and trying to figure out the plot, and it's so different from what I usually do, so I'm having a lot of issues with coming up with scenes and plot points because it's just, I'm not used to it and it's different. And first I was really struggling with the plot. I had a really good premise, a concept, an image of what the story was and what I want it to be, but I was struggling a lot with actually coming up with the details. And then I had like a big breakthrough one morning and I figured out like what was going on. It was a big aha moment with a pretty major detail that like kind of is in like the plot twist. So that was really exciting. So that was that little breakthrough. And then we were working on some of the characters, and I love these characters. I've gotten to know them very well, and basically I'm just writing everything in a big document, and it's just kind of stream of consciousness, brain dump, just getting it all out there. There's not a lot of structure going on right now, but I tend to find that that's how I like to do it at the beginning planning stages, which is weird because I like a lot of structure, but for those parts, brainstorming, brain dump, big fan of just writing absolutely anything and everything that comes to my mind. So it's basically just been a lot of plotting and figuring that out, struggling with coming up with details, and then I had a breakthrough, but things were like still not clicking into place. Like I had a really good idea for one part, but I was still kind of struggling to connect the dots and flesh out the details. So I think that's about it for the recap. Again, sorry about that, but I'm so upset. I did not mean to delete all that footage. So that was the recap. I hope that was helpful enough, but I'm gonna throw you back in the video, and yeah. Hello everyone. I don't remember what I was talking about last time because it's been like a week, I think, because I have been working on a lot of different things, but I don't really remember where we were in the process of plotting this novel. Project DA is what I'm calling it, Project Dark Academia. I've been plotting Project DA and I'm so excited to have another project, oh my goodness. Basically, I've been writing every idea that I get for this story in one Google Doc, and we are now at 12 pages, just this one document, just complete stream of consciousness, no real order to it. I am just writing 12 pages of stuff for this story. Here, I'm actually gonna show y'all because it's ridiculous. It's just 12 pages of this. There's no order or rhyme or reason, and honestly I love it. So what I'm going to be doing now is working on actual scenes because I have the bare bones of the plot. I have a few more details of the plot. Obviously not everything is completely 100% detailed, but I'm going to just go ahead and start filling out the Save the Cat beat sheet. I'm actually going to pull that up real quick to make sure it's what I want. Yeah, so the classic Save the Cat Writes a Novel beat sheet, that is what I use all the time to plot my novels because I feel like it just does it the best. I feel like it's the easiest way to break your story up into different parts and just kind of see the flow of where things go. So I'm going to set up like the document, and I think I'm actually going to do it in Scrivener because this is going to be the first story that I'm actually going to draft in Scrivener, so that's exciting. But I'm going to set up, you know, like the opening image, theme stated, catalyst, just in order. And then we're gonna go through and I wanna fill out the ones that I already know because I have brainstormed a lot of the plot, and I've brainstormed some scenes that I want to happen. So I'm just gonna kind of fill in what I know. It's not a lot, I will say that. We're still trying to work out solid plot points and like what actually happens instead of just like, oh, I have an idea. So we are gonna open Scrivener, we're gonna put in that beat sheet, and we're gonna just start filling stuff out. It has been so long since I have started a new story, a new Scrivener file, because honestly I only have one Scrivener file and it's Project Orion because I just got Scrivener only a few months ago. So it's weird to see a completely new and blank and empty Scrivener document. I'm so excited. Also, we're in the middle of a stream right now, in the middle of a sprint specifically, and Lydia and Fatu and some other people are doing an inside joke, and they thought that I was filming the vlog chat for a second, and so now they're talking about being in the vlog, so now I feel obligated to show them in the vlog once again. So hello everyone, and hello to the Brian inside joke that is now on my Discord server. Alright, so we are in the stream right now. We are out of the sprint, so we are just talking right now. And so everyone is gonna say hi this time. We're not talking about Brian anymore. But hello everyone, give us a second to focus. But yeah, we are hanging out, having a good time, getting some words in. We've been going for a little over an hour. And yeah, lots of people are having so much fun. But yeah, so we are here. This is my Scrivener document. I have just very briefly organized this side and then started putting the Save the Cat beat sheet right here. Then I'm gonna fill it out in the next sprint. But yeah, hello everybody. And we are gonna go ahead and start the next sprint. I am having such a hard time figuring out what time period I want to set the story in, because my original plan, just out of my selfish, cringy, cheesy wants, was to set it in the 60s because I thought that it was just super cute, and I feel like the fashion would kind of blend in more, not blend in more, but fit well with the general fashion of the 60s. But then I was like, oh, that might be too hard, and I don't know. So then I was plotting it and planning it to kind of be just set in modern times, like right now, like 2000s, 2010s. And now I'm second guessing it again because I'm just looking at pictures of the 60s and going through each year and seeing what things were like. And I'm like, it's so cute and it would be so nice. And I just don't know. I don't know when to set this story. So this is how much I have so far. I don't want to show too much because literally this is the whole plot of the story, but I have most of the beats filled out. My issue though is that I don't have details, and I can keep saying the general idea of it, like, oh, she, you know, things are closing in on her, she has to figure out what's wrong, she has to prove her innocence and all this stuff, but like I haven't actually really planned out how things happen. You know, it's supposed to be she uncovers the secrets behind her friends who were murdered, but I don't actually put like how she figures out each clue, because it is gonna be like that. It's kind of it's almost like a game of cat and mouse, and I really don't want to give too much away, but it's fun and it's good, and I want it to be thrilling and suspenseful. But I haven't actually planned out how each of these points are going to happen, how they're going to come about. I think I'm struggling the most with the second part of the story. So she becomes friends with this group, and then they are killed, and so she has to prove her innocence and also like uncover the secrets and stuff of who they are. Well, she has to prove her innocence, and in the process she discovers, oh, I didn't really know these people as well as I thought. And so all that, which is really like the detective work of it, you know, that's the really thrilling part of the story. It's going to be the second half. And that's the part I'm having the most trouble with in regards to detailed planning, because before that it's just her getting to know the friends and really helping the reader get to know these characters. And I think that's going to be relatively easy, coming up with plot points for that. But the second part is so hard because it's stuff I've never written this before. I've never written a murder before. I've never written a thriller or suspense, you know, almost with this kind of scary aspect. So I don't know. I'm trying, and I just don't know how I'm gonna do this. And I keep telling myself that it's gonna be it's only the first draft, so it's not a big deal because, you know, we can change stuff later if we have to. But I'm still like, this is gonna be so bad. Hello everyone. It is the next day, and I am just now sitting down to work on this story, and I think I've actually decided to set it in modern times. And I know I was going back and forth on that, and I may still change my mind, but for right now, for the first draft, I think I'm gonna just stick with what I know, which is right now, and just kind of incorporate technology and all the other daily things that we have now into this story. What I'm gonna do right now is, since I have this huge 12-page document of every random small idea that I've had for this story, I'm going to go through that and basically organize it in a much neater way into Scrivener, into this new Scrivener file that I have, start filling this out. And we're gonna leave the beat sheet where it is right now because I know we're still missing some things, some details are still not completely figured out, but I want to transfer this information to Scrivener, and I think I'm gonna work on some small, very brief character profiles, because I have learned throughout the years that completely filling out super detailed character profiles before I even start drafting is just not smart for me. So I'm going to fill out a brief summary because I've gotten to know these characters, and there's a lot of like little quirks that have to do with their backstory, and so I'm just gonna kind of put those in and just fill out a nice little document for each character, just so I have a basic idea of who they are, what's going on, what their role is in the story, and their relationship with Winona, the main character. Alright, so I just finished putting the characters into the Scrivener. So I just finished putting the character stuff into Scrivener, made a nice little character profile. I didn't use a template or anything like I normally do. I basically just did bullet points of like their main attributes and personality stuff. So we have the characters and the plot, or at least what we have of the plot in Scrivener right now. The only other thing left to do really for like making sure it's completely ready for NaNoWriMo is figuring out the plot, getting the scenes ready, and like just figuring out those details, and that's gonna take time. But now that everything is in Scrivener and it kind of feels a lot more organized, and I've written it out in like the beat sheet format, I feel a lot better. Hello everyone, it has now been a few days since I filmed the last thing, and I was going to end it there, but I actually had another breakthrough. I've been doing a lot more plotting and planning, and that 12-page document is now a 16-page document. Actually, it may be more than that. It is 20 pages. I knew I said I was going to put it in Scrivener, but I haven't actually been on Scrivener since I put everything in there. But it's just been a lot easier for me to just brain dump everything in this one document. So I now have 20 pages of all this random information that I really do need to go through, but I had a really good breakthrough like yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I don't know what happened. Everything fell into place, and it was so nice. And because I had the plot, but I didn't know how to make things happen, especially in the second half, since it was all, you know, having to do with like the murder and like detective work, and it was just more like finding clues and stuff like that, and I had never done that. And so I was really trying to figure out how I was going to just connect everything and how things were going to relate to one another. And literally yesterday or the day before, whenever this happened, I was at work, and I work at a desk like with a computer, and in my free time I write, and so I was plotting it because I had a bunch of free time, and it just started coming to me, and I literally, in the span of maybe 10 to 15 minutes, plotted out each individual scene from like the midpoint to the end of the book. And I don't know where it came from, but it just happened, and I'm not gonna complain. So I now have scenes. I know what's happening. I have a much better picture of what's going on, and I'm so excited. This book is honestly, I haven't felt like this for a story since Project Orion, and I know I've written a few other first drafts since Project Orion, but this one feels like real in a way, and I know they're all real, but this one feels, I don't know, it feels right. It feels, I have the same excitement that I had like my first NaNoWriMo, and I'm so pumped. So I'm actually going to end the vlog here because I feel like we're in a really good spot. I am going to be doing another vlog where we get ready for NaNoWriMo, and in this next one we're going to actually be working on the scene outline, and I haven't used a scene outline for my last 2 first drafts, I believe. I used it for Project Orion, draft 1, for NaNoWriMo, and I love using a draft, or a scene outline, because for me, it helps so much, but I haven't used one in a while, so I'm really excited to bring that back. But we're gonna do that in the next vlog where we're prepping for NaNoWriMo. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below, let me know what you're doing for NaNoWriMo, how your progress is coming along, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Thank you guys.